Hi, this is Will Myers, and this is my demo for PA3. I've implemented the other systems right now, including the screen manager, the scoring, audio, shield systems are all included in this demo, but I'll only be talking about the collision groups. So things that are implemented is that the call groups, um, the call pairs, the collision objects are all implemented. So all the call groups contain game objects, which all the game objects you can see are here, which there's alien bonds, super column, UFO, wall, and so on. They all implement. I'll bring up a diagram to show further. All the game objects, all the different types of game objects are inherited from game object abstract class, which is also inherited from a visitor pattern to allow to detect collision. So, for example, when the call pair has two collision groups, which then it will run a check collision groups in them, and each collision group contains game objects, which then they'll test uh, whether or not they collided, which I will show that implementation, which is right here. If the collision is detected, then object A will accept object B, which is using the visitor, which will do the appropriate reaction depending on what object's like. Missile versus alien, the missile will hit the alien and they will both remove each other. The alien will also start a death sequence, but it will eventually get removed. Things that are, all the requirements I believe are implemented. Hierarchy is implemented, which I'll show here again while I play the game, which I'll start up right now. The hierarchy will rebound and it will detect early outs. So for example, I'll flip on the boxes and I'll try to eliminate the column here. The game runs nicely. The game also cycles, but that's for final project talk. So as you can see, the super rebound in the column got deleted. It also works for the shields as well. As you can see, it rebounds, and if I shoot all of them, it'll eventually delete itself. And see, it's gone. The game works nice and beautifully. I can even pause it. But and for the collision, I can't. It implements all the requirements as I'm reading on the PDF. It uses design pattern as a visitor. Hierarchy uses a tree, which my design was that the call groups has a storage of game objects which will be stored in the container, which the container can either be a linked list or a tree. Depending when the call group is created and you create the group, you need to pass it what type you want, either a linked list or a tree. That's basically all the requirements of the game. I mean, of the collision system. You can delve in further to read my code, but it all works very well. So the requirements is that boxes interact, they can collide, hierarchy limits and callbacks also work too by showing that the aliens can implement a death sequence and then eventually get deleted. So that's pretty much a quick demo of my collision groups, my collision system. Thank you.